Alrighty, welcome back, boys and girls. What I have in front of me is the functions, graphs, tables, and equations exit ticket. And right now it's blank, but what you're going to see is a lot of these, mainly because you get to have different practice with it, and you'll be able to see different parts of it and different representations of all the same thing. So, for example, another way to think about it is you have your fractions, you have decimals, and you have percents. And these are all the same value, but there are multiple representations of it. So anytime you have a fraction, let's say 1/2, you could have it look like this. You can have the decimal as 0.5, the percent would be 50%, and then let's say if you had a picture, you could draw very poorly, but you get the idea. Okay, so we're going to use the same kind of idea for our functions, but it's just multiple representations of it. So in the example that you had, I believe it was, let me double check, a -3x plus 2, and that should be y equals. So I give you the equation, and so now what you have to do is come up with the other parts. And so right away you're able to kind of build it off, and I give you one of the 4 squares like this, so that way you're able to complete it. So we always use the points -1, 0, 1, and 2 for our x value. Our rule, again, is that right side of the equation, and so we're going to have -3x plus 2. And so each time I can write in parentheses like this, just like I showed you in the other videos. So I can write for each of these cases, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and input that value into where that blank is. So I'm going to have, like so, I'm going to have -1, 0, 1, and 2. I calculate carefully each of these expressions, and so I have -3 times -1 is +3, plus 2 is 5. 0 times any number is 0, plus 2 is 2. It's going to be -3 plus 2 is -1, and then it's going to be -6 plus 2 is -4. All right, so now that we have our function table filled out, we can take and draw the set of points. And so as always, you have your brackets, and so we're going to have the ordered pairs. And so I'm going to have the ordered pair -1, 5. I'm going to have 0, 2. I'm going to have 1, -1. And I'm going to have 2, -4. Try to get those brackets. It doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to be amazing, but as long as you're able to write each of those, you should be good. So we get the domain is going to be -1, 0, 1, 2, and then our range is going to be -4, -1, 2, and 5. All you have to do now, plot the points on the graph, draw the line, and that's it. Make sure you hit that and slam that subscribe button. Have a good day.